Here we go.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Dylan, and I saw Faye and Scott at the church one day, decided to pull up with my bus, and we've been friends ever since. So this is a 1998 flat-nose school bus that I purchased off a friend, off Instagram, and I have been taking the project and finishing it off as he couldn't be able to complete it. So it's got an exterior shower out here, it's got undercarriage, storage under here for all your wonderful storage needs. Eventually there's going to be water tanks under here, as well as storage for a bike and what have you. So those are all welded on. Got your electric lock for the front.
Hey people, it's Scott Luzabago, obviously. And we're going to check out the inside of Dylan's bus here. First off.
Yeah, that's going to be tile in the front there eventually. Like I said, it's half done. So what inspired me and my friends to get into this lifestyle, my friends and I, we lived on a farm for a year during COVID and the pandemic, and we realized that school buses were one of the cheapest ways to start tiny house living. And my friends and I bought a couple school buses, and the rest is history. We now have a number of school buses and friends in the community who've all started this journey. So inspired to share and show a little bit about this bus particularly. This is a swivel seat here for the front, so it swivels when ready for driving here. I've got a live edge countertop here, water, reverse osmosis, compost, not compost, a garbage disposal.
For one, I don't know if you guys can tell how big this sink is.
It's a full
but it
size.
Is a full-size sink.
We've got the oven here with the vent hood, air conditioning, heating. This is a guest bed that we just put in. We got yet to get the upholstery for this, but that's going to be able to sleep like two people. This is a fridge right here, full-size fridge. Obviously, we get the full-size bathtub. Forgot to mention it, but there is a whole electric system up there for the electric start generator and the solar panels and the batteries eventually.
All right.
I got the max air fan up here.
That is awesome how you have that whole shower set up.
This turns in, so it's a full-size bathtub. This piece would slide off, and this is going to be upholstered eventually as well. Bathroom here with the beautiful lighting. It's got the 24-volt system with lighting. You've got DC and AC plugs as well on everything here. Composting toilet, hot water heater, separate side door to empty the composting toilet.
Nice.
It's got a spot for a washer dryer here as well.
Dude.
And inside the bedroom, the king size pull out bed that pushes into a couch as well when you want to kind of host people. Eventually putting like a nice piece of art there. And then
this is
standing desk on this side eventually, and some more storage over there. So, there's 150 gallons of water underneath our feet right now, and I guess did I mention the radiant floor heating that runs throughout the bus? So this thing is ready to go, ready to live out in nature. And the idea is to inspire people to move into this lifestyle and live more in harmony with the land, and just learn about resiliency and reciprocity, and kind of joyfully subvert the system in any way possible.
Yeah.
And I got into this lifestyle, and I've been really thankful I'm in it, even though I don't have running water. I haven't had running water for, a year and a half. I've been using coolers and, living a little untraditionally. The heating I've had is due to friends that I've been able to park and use their electricity, or at little places that I rent. But it's been cold throughout the winter, and, but you learn to live with it. You wear a lot of layers, and My cooking situation lately is literally just using, one of these little burners. It's not even around, but just like a little camp burner, because I haven't hooked up the propane, so I'm taking, cutting corners at the moment. Yeah. Cutting corners at the moment, and I will definitely share some of our projects and what we're working on. Like I mentioned, my friends and I all have school buses. Just looking for a logo that I can show you guys. But this is the business where you can find us on socials. We run a community we inspire a community that's interested in doing this kind of stuff and throwing events and festivals. So you can check us out on YouTube under Metta Makers, METTA. So this is METTA. You can see Meta Creative. Once you look that up on, put it in the light here. Here, put it in the light here.
Here, I got you. Where are we? There we are. Here.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we are. Meta
Creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find us on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and all those things. We'll definitely...
Here's that electrical system.
Yeah, here's that electrical system. Electric start generator, inverter. This is all Schneider Electric, which is apparently top of the line. It's kind of like a mansion electric system. You have all like your DC fuses here. And this thing, is built to run with batteries. So eventually batteries will go under the couch on the left there. And this thing will also have, fixtured lights over here, reverse camera eventually. This will be like a garden section. Put up a climbing hangboard here for workouts.
Yeah.
And then, this is my to-do list. Still a bunch of things on the to-do list.
The to-do list.
The ascension list.
Yeah.
So, just stoked to kind of show you guys around.
Yeah, our list is like in a book. And it takes up the whole book.
Exactly. It takes up the whole thing. The whole thing.
That to-do list is more of like a half want list. Like, I love the way you guys did this. The ceiling, everything.
Got the lighting here.
Yeah.
Let's see, there we go.
Yeah.
On the dimmers, and it's warm. It's got spray foam insulation as well, so people can see the spray foam right here. This is like a very good insulation, so it actually feels warm inside here. Like in the winters and colder in the summers. I mean, if you have some sort of heat running.
All right. So
what questions do you have?
What type of places have you been able to camp? Like,
oh, great question.
Like the one night you were able to pull up next to us over at the church.
Yeah.
But like, what other places have you like come across or like?
Well, I keep an eye out for big rigs, like big semi trucks, and usually park next to big semi trucks. That's kind of a great piece of advice that I have found that works a lot. And then just kind of looking in these little neighborhoods and finding places on dead end streets. However, the best thing about living in a bus is the days you don't move the bus, I would say.
Yeah.
So, if you can find places that you can stay for long periods of time by organizing with like people to stay with, I think the Nextdoor app is something that people really should get acquainted with, and meet someone in a neighborhood that you're trying to stay at and see if you can stay at someone's house and trade for skills while you're there. I think that's a really important thing, is if you can offer something to someone in exchange to keep your vehicle there and use some of the facilities, and that can be a beautifully synergistic relationship where you're not actually in anyone else's like private space per se, but you're next to it and you have a deal with them and actually benefiting both parties for you to be there. So like that's really the key, and what I would recommend people do is reach out to people who have land, people who have resources that you can build relationships with, and it never hurts to ask. I've learned. Never hurts
Yeah.
to ask for what you need, and the worst that someone will say is no, and then you move on to the next person. So you'll find people with good hearts everywhere, and you just need to be courageous and just ask for what you need help with, and the universe will provide. Everything is in divine timing. Um, and yeah, each one teach 10. Each one teach 10 about all this important knowledge with school bus tiny homes and plant knowledge. Know your plants, forage your medicine, forage your food, guerrilla plants in areas where you frequent. There's a lot of cool permaculture and earth skills and indigenous earth knowledge that has been lost.
Yeah,
you know?
I've been doing that.
Yeah,
I've
forage for mushrooms and understand, like, what beautiful gifts nature has, and compost and build soil along your journey. I built a compost pile for this guy, Chris, who I'm staying with, and you'll see that the earth is very rewarding. So
Yeah, like I've got a few spots around Delaware where I've planted potatoes.
exactly.
And like they're just random little spots where I was like,
amazing.
We had some old potatoes sitting around that Faye didn't want to cook up, so I was like, all right, well,
perfect.
I'll just cut these up and plant them.
Exactly.
And hopefully next year when I come back around, they'll be up and prospering.
Exactly, and no one knows your plant spots, and that's what's super cool is that you have your own plant spots, and people who are start to be in the plant world have got all these like amazing spots on their Google Maps of, oh yeah, that's where that tree is, and that's where that tree is, because they add these pins of their foraging spots, and every year you can go back to that same spot and know that you can find food. At certain times of the year. It's amazing. Yeah,
it's like I know right now that I've got at least 5 different 5-pound bags worth of potatoes sitting around just in the dirt waiting.
Exactly. And yeah. I mean, that's the valuable stuff. That's the root stocks.
Yeah.
The valuable root stocks that is not the
you can always go back
stocks,
to.
The stocks that, will always be there and then no one else knows about. So I've got to run. I'll show you guys this sign. Keep on trucking wherever you are. Keep on doing your thing. Shouting out a local art yard called the Phoenix Art Yard in Baltimore.
Don't worry about that. There's Mountain Dew down.
The Mountain Dew's down. But check out our projects in the links below. And keep on trucking. If you have Discord, we're very active in the Discord community. Less so on Instagram and Facebook, and more in like communal platforms where we can share knowledge easily. So hit us up, send us a DM, connect with us, subscribe to Scott, and hit that bell notification for all the videos to help other people receive this knowledge down the line, help this knowledge get down to the next person. And thank you so much for sharing.
All right, and they can find you.
They can find me, Travel with Dylan, on Instagram. Just look up Travel with DYLAN. You'll find me pretty easily. And then Metta Makers, METTAMAKERS, is our larger ethos brand. And then working on a couple different projects, including Xenomons, skoolie NFTs. We're working on NFTs with school buses, non-fungible tokens in the cryptocurrency space, digital assets that will help people create vehicles to financial freedom. And working on another project called Neon City, which is another NFT project for trading signals. This might all sound like a bunch of gobbledygook, but feel free to DM me if any of that sparks your interest or creativity.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Rise up.
All right. I'll catch you guys later, and peace.